God, is Trey Wayne's awful. Well, hey guys, let's talk about the Steelers versus Vikings game. And shout outs to my boy Jacob Bastion, who left me a comment telling me about Sam Bradford. That was a game time decision. Otherwise, this game would have been a big surprise to me. But for those that don't know, Bradford didn't play, so we gotta watch how Case Keenum did. So, starting this review a little bit differently, we're just gonna do a recap of the game. I took some notes throughout it, so let's see what I have here. So, first quarter defense started out good. Started is kind of the key word there, but neutralized. We got a 3-and-out early on. Offense first drive started good, but we had a bad holding penalty, which killed it. And that's kind of the whole theme of this game. Tons of penalties warranted or not. That's up to you. I thought the refs did a decent game, but there were a few penalties that were like, yikes. I don't know how fair it would be because we'd have to see if they would give us the same penalty as well. That's the only way we really know. And the Vikings kept putting themselves in situations to get those type of penalties called against them. If you guys saw Pacific Times when there was maybe a holding play that the Steelers did that wasn't called, make sure you tell me in the comment section. But I thought fairness, it looked fairly fair, but we're just getting fight always. I had to put more on ourselves. Okay, so the next series for the Steelers, the defense, have them on a 4th and short. The Steelers look like they're going for it, but we're all kind of thinking they're just going to try and make our guys jump off sides. And B-Rob jumps offside. I think this might be the biggest play of the game. That gave the Steelers all the momentum they needed. They kept that drive going, and eventually Newman gets burned for a nice touchdown. A big mismatch. You don't stop putting Terrence Newman on the most athletic guy on the other team's offense. That's such a dumb play. If you ever want Terrence, or if you ever want Trey Waynes, that's the only time Trey Waynes is better than Newman. As much as I don't like Trey Waynes right now, I think he has potential in him. At least I hope, pray, anything that Trey Waynes can be a good corner in this game. But Newman shouldn't be on those guys. That slant that I'm going 15-20 yards for the touchdown was just a complete mismatch. Now our offense goes back on the field, 3-and-out. Didn't look good at all. And then Big Ben goes deep. Trey Waynes, pass interference. Who would have guessed it? Every single time. Go deep and it's Trey Waynes. You're going to either get the catch or pass interference. So do that every single time. Second quarter. First quarter, that's all that really happened, 14-0. Second quarter, offense moves the ball nice. Play by Adam Thielen. I think that was a play action crossing route. Then we get good field position. Our offensive line turns to garbage. The Steelers started to blitz a whole lot, and all of a sudden we can't block anybody. Runners can't get in front of anybody. Probably more penalties in there as well. And then we kick the field goal. And now this next drive starts the Xavier Roadshow. Thank God we signed this guy because he's amazing. He shut down Brown all day. And that was this next drive. It was a couple passes to Brown, and Xavier Rhodes is right there in his way all game. Whenever Xavier was on Brown, good things happen. But then we get the ball back, 3-and-out again. Offense, still trash. And that's what I have for my second note. Rummers is trash, 3-and-out. So another bad drive. Halftime. So start of the third quarter. Keenum looks bad. That's kind of like the whole thing. He was slow in his reads, and he didn't look like he put a lot on his throws. His pocket awareness just didn't look good. Looked like a rookie out there and kind of looked pathetic at times. Then we do a fake punt, which is very interesting. I think Zimmer was trying to do anything he could to get momentum on our side. We fail, but it kind of worked because then we forced them to kick a field goal. The Steelers miss it, but they get a penalty and they make it. So that's kind of the story of the game. We had too many guys on one side of the ball, and yeah. But that looked like that defensive stop to at least force a field goal gave us some momentum as Diggs has a nice catch and the sideline, gets a nice chunk of yards. Then Cook has a nice 30-yard run. Looks like it's in the end zone. They review it. They put it at the inch line. Then our boy C.J. Ham, no more Zach goal line. It's me of C.J. Ham, steals the touchdown, of course, runs it into the end zone, gives us the touchdown. And Kai Forbath misses the PAT. I thought we cut Blair Walsh. Come on, man. You're supposed to be the vet. And we cut Marshall Kane, which I think Spielman might be calling up soon. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me that down below. Do you think Kai Forbath should be on the hot seat? He's perfect with field goals, but can't kick the short ones for the extra point. So tell me what you guys think about that in the comments section. And now this is where Waynes gets absolutely burned. They get the field goal in the next drive. They throw over the top. I don't know how Trey Waynes gets burnt. He's the fastest player on our team. He gets burned regularly. It's so hard to watch. Then on our next kickoff, McKinnon, I think this was the second time he did it, takes the ball about 8 yards deep. Gets tackled at the 15. What are you doing? You aren't Devin Hester. I hated when Cordell Patterson did it, and you can reason that he's the best kick returner in the game, so by any means necessary, take the ball. Our offense is bad. Give us some energy. But you're Jerick McKinnon. You barely won the job from a rookie to a couple of rookies, and you're trying to be flashy, and it's not working. Sure, you returned a kickoff in the preseason. This is the big boys. You aren't doing anything. And if you at least get a pass, if you get to the 25, I'm not going to be pissed. But when it's consistently in front of the 20, why is he even back there at this point? Just have Sherrills do it. Be like, hey, just catch it and check your knee. You're pretty good doing fair catches. I think I'd rather just start at the 25. I don't want the 1 out of 5 chance to start at 30. Okay, but McKinnon's do it again. We do a nice little corner route on Diggs. He catches it. Nice play, but it's called back on a pass interference. This is one of those questionable calls I talked about at the beginning. The announcer said, who was a defensive back guy, it didn't look bad to him. Just a little hands. It looked kind of like a push, I guess, in real time. I could see it, but it probably didn't affect it at all. It just Waynes beat him. And so then we get into like a 3rd and 20, a very long 3rd down. A very nice one-handed catch from Kyle Rudolph, our biggest highlight of the whole game. A beautiful catch. Will be at least be in the highlight reel. Will be on Sports Center. So shout out to boy Rudolph for getting some Vikings some attention. But now that's pretty much the end of the game as far as anything noteworthy. We ended up losing 26-9 as our offense bettered the whole game. Our defense did very good. Holding the Steelers to 26 might not sound amazing on paper, but what they did, I'll pull up the numbers in a moment. What they did is stifle their running game. Le'Veon Bell is probably the best running back in the game. You can make the case for David Johnson, who's terrific as well. He's hurt this year, which really sucks for the Cardinals, but he's very good. Ezekiel Elliott, I think, slightly overrated, but he's really good as well. So he's really good. Antonio Brown's amazing. I think most people again would say he's the best receiver in the game. Maybe not talent-wise. It's probably like Odell Beckham or someone, but who cares about talent when he's just such a great route runner, or catches the ball, finds ways to get touchdowns despite his size. So let's look at the stats here and just look at some of the main players. So Big Ben finished the game 23 for 35 for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sounds underwhelming. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, really nice. But the fact that all those PIs and penalties got him all those yards, doesn't tackle and just lets him catch them, you can add an extra 60 to 70 yards on it, and he's over 300 yards passing easily. Le'Veon Bell, 27 attempts for 87 yards. Now, at the end of the day, it's a solid game for him. That's 27 attempts. This isn't showing the averages, but as far as receiving, Bryant had 3 for 91. Mismatches all day. It was stupid. Antonio Brown 5 for 62, and I would be willing to guess 30 to 40 of those yards was when Xavier Rhodes, for some reason, when it wasn't on Brown. Eli Rogers is 4 for 43. So numbers-wise, especially the superstars, not very noteworthy for the Steelers at all. Our defense played terrific for having to be on the field for as long as they had to do, except for Trey Waynes, who was god-awful. But Speaking of god awful, Case Keenum. He was 20 for 37, 167 yards, and they try to say that that was an admirable performance.
Okay.
Uh, no, not at all. He looked pathetic, slow in his reads, not a lot of throwing power whatsoever. Now, I think I want to talk about Sam Bradford too. I'm going to make an individual video on this. But Bradford, the owie on his knee, I don't know how severe it is. It came out negative, so I was thinking it's not a big deal. Most guys would play through that. But it's quarterback, it might be his plant leg, or you need your legs to throw the ball right. So if it hinders play that much, then okay, take it out. It's early in the season. I'll do a more in-depth video on this in the future. But I think if you're anything like me, you're at least hoping that this would have happened later in the year, so our boy Teddy would be able to get a full game in the spotlight, because we really want to see what Teddy still got in him. But Case Keenum, I think I think Sean Hill looked better week 1, and that's saying a whole lot. And our defense won that game for us last year, and our defense could have won this game for us this year because of getting no turnovers. Dalvin Cook played very good as well. 12 attempts for 67 yards. That's over a 5 average. That's very good. His long was 25. Jerick McKinnon had 3 for 16. And Latavius Murray again knocking a bunch of snaps. He did have a couple runs, but not very noteworthy. Kyle Rudolph had 4 for 45. Adam Thielen was our second leading receiver, 5 for 44. Again, Diggs didn't get on the scoreboard a lot, mostly because there's not a lot of yards to go around. When Case only completed 20 passes for 167 yards, right? So you're not going to get a whole lot done. So as far as the people that did play very well, I'd say Dalvin Cook. Surprisingly, a lot of people are thinking it's going to be a 50-50 split with him and Murray. Has run away with that first running back position, and he's going to be the guy for years to come. And I'm extremely excited for Dalvin Cook. Over 6 yards per, or over 5 yards per carry average, with only 12 attempts. That just comes in the fact that we were losing by so much so early that we had to get rid of the running game. But in the third quarter, he exploded for a ton of yards in that third quarter. Case Keenum, I don't know what we're going to do with him. He's not the guy from the Broncos practice squad that we had to bring up as our backup for this game. Might be an open competition there if Sam's injury lingers a little bit too much. Defensively, 2 guys that really stood out. Everson Griffin, 2 sacks. And Xavier Rhodes, of course, was terrific the entire game. Anthony Barr looked like he was disrupting some plays. Linval Joseph, you have to give him credit whenever we hold the best running back in the game to under 100 yards. Boy, Linval coming through, taking a bunch of double teams, doing all the dirty work that you don't see on the stat sheet, but was amazing the whole game. Otherwise, I guess our punter did his job a lot because our offense was so trash. Again, tell me your thoughts on Kai Forbath. Tell me, guys, if Sam Bradford, do you guys think he's legit injured, at least hurt too much to play, or do you think it's a case of pussyitis? Tell me that in the comment section down below as well. Otherwise, just a few things at the end of this video for anybody that cares. I was wondering if you guys would like me to do a little debrief stream after the games. I could pop Madden on, and I could just play a few games of whatever on Madden, and just spend a couple hours talking to you guys about the game. Be kind of like a podcast type style, but this one, I wouldn't take the place of my game review, but we could just kind of talk about it in a live fashion, and I could do my actual edited game review later for you guys. But there we have it. Make sure to tell me those what I asked for in the comment section, and we'll see you guys in the next JoZ Vikings video. See ya.